Hello Oracles! Oracle Tim here from Oracle Investments. Before we get started, Jerry Barnes, if you're out there, if you're watching this, check the description on my channel. I've got a couple of ways to contact me directly so that we can get this hat sent out to you. Congratulations as the winner of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We saw quite a ride today in the market. Started off quite red and then ended up mostly green. Dow ended up flat on the day. So what happened? Well, as I was looking around yesterday, I noticed through the RSI, that's the Relative Strength Index, that a lot of stocks were a bit oversold, at least a lot of stocks in my portfolio. And so, when you see a couple of red days like that, it's only natural, unless there's a major catalyst causing the market to sell off, similar to like we had with COVID, or sometimes election years happen. Nothing really major like that happened. We just had that sell-off. So it was just natural for things to rebound today. And Tesla happened to be one of those. I did take advantage of the opportunity this morning as it dipped. I ended up putting in about 50 bucks because it dipped about 4%. It was a little over 4%. It dipped early in the morning and then recovered nicely. Other stocks that had nice turnarounds today were Nano Dimensions, ticker symbol NNDM. They ended up 11%. For me, they were one of my spec stocks. ARK has been buying into them. I did the same thing. I trust Cathie Wood's judgment. It's more of a longer term play. But for me, when I was buying in, I bought a much higher. I think my dollar cost average is around seven bucks. And right now, they're like 5. So I'm like, so I was like, do I sell them for a loss? Do I not? Well, they smashed earnings and they popped the 11%. So for me, I trust it. I'm going to keep on going with it. Might buy some more, not sure. Either way, I'm going to ride this one out. Their earnings showed that they were 7 cents in the negative for this quarter. So they're getting close to profitable. And that tells me that if they do get to that profitable point, then, we can actually see some growth coming on this. And that can really help the stock price climb even more. Another one of my big winners today was SLI, Standard Lithium. They were ones that I had mentioned before. They swing a lot. I bought in at like 10.50. They swung down to 8 bucks, 9, 10, 8. They're all over the place, especially, because they're a small cap, and I think that's why. And so I bought more as it dipped down, and they popped 22% today. And I'm sure a big piece of that is because Koch Strategic Platforms invested $100 million directly into them. So I'm sure that helped push the stock price up. My strategy for this one is I'm going to ride it up. It's a lithium play. I think it's going to do well, but it's also one of my spec stocks that I like to take profits in and put that money into Tesla or another one of my top stocks. So what I'll do with this one is if it hits that $13 to $14 mark, I'll probably put a stop in for about half of it, and then I'll sell off that half, and then I'll go ahead and take those profits and put them into something else. My last big winner for the day was MP Materials, up almost 6% today. So they had a bit of a sell-off. They ran up a lot after their earnings, so I'm sure we saw a bit of profit-taking selling going on. Came down to $40, and my curiosity was $40 was the resistance that was there forever, and they traded between $30 and $40. So I wanted to see if that $40 was actually going to hold as the support, just as strong as it was as a resistance. Sure enough, it seems like it has. It rebounded off of that, up now back to $44. So gonna stop and wait to see what's going on with MP before I buy some more. I just wanna make sure it finds that solid support, finds the new channel that it's trading in, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. And lastly, on to Tesla. So Tesla, as I said, was down 4% early in the day, ended up finishing green about 0.6%. So I added mine this morning, it came back. Did Elon sell today? He may have. Now there was a day, and I think it was last week, where he sold, but the stock ended up finishing green. It could have totally happened today. So we were really red early in the morning. So maybe he sold earlier, and then as the market turned around, a lot of buyers came back in to offset any of his other sales. Or maybe he didn't sell. Really, just not sure on this one today. I'm going to check the Form 4 filings tonight. I will keep you guys updated in the morning if today happened to be any more of his sales. I have also worked up a spreadsheet for all of Elon's sales, and it's going to show the sales that he had for his options that he's exercised, and then it's going to have the other sales that he sold on the outside of it. And I'm gonna go with the 10%. The 10% I'm using is based off of the 170 million shares he had prior to his options. And so I will go over all that in the morning with you guys to show you what I have for the spreadsheet and how many he has sold, how many he has left to sell, and the difference between what he's going to sell for his options based on what he has already been doing and an excess a bit that he still needs to sell. And we can do some math and do some insights on how much longer he has until he sells off all the rest of this. Let me know in the comments below who your big winners were for today, or if you had some losers that you decided you like long term and you wanted to add to. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below, like this video, and sign yourself up for notifications. I will see you guys all later. I'll have my video out in the morning for part 4 of the exponential growth series, and then I'll have the video in the morning as well for the update on Elon's sales. Thank you all so much again. You are all awesome. I will see you later.